afternoon to you all, and welcome to the first ever qualifying session of the Zizzle Racing League. It's been rumored, it's been out there, but now the first race for this new competition is out today. I'm buzzing, the crowd is buzzing, the drivers and the team are buzzing, and this is the first ever qualifying, first ever racing session in this new competition. I am Zach Richards, and joining in with me today is John Scott. John Scott, say hello. Hello to you everyone all. I'm really happy to be here. We've heard the news, we've seen it online. They said it's coming, they said it's out there, but we are seeing it online today. Yeah, thank you John Scott for that. We are going to start the session today looking at Kimson, by the way. He is just leaving the pits at the moment, and you know, most of you who are watching right at home don't know who these drivers are, don't know who these teams are. So we have 11 teams on the grid, 22 drivers, different countries from where they're from. We have a lot of drivers on the grid, but with time we will tell you the name of the drivers, the country they are from, and what team they drive in. I'm very excited to lay all this information down on you all, and I hope you guys are very excited like I am. I'm so sorry I can't speak at the moment. Yeah, it's okay. The excitement is rushing, everything is okay. So it's fun that you're finding your voice at this moment. But it's alright. Right? We're going to check on Kimson, as I said in the beginning of the video, Singmin Kimson. He's from South Korea. He's rated for Obsidian Racing, one of the teams who decided to have faith in this new competition, and they bought that team in. They bought in Singmin Kimson, and Singmin Kimson too, who's coming from the WRC, is one of the drivers we're looking forward to. He's one of the drivers we want to see on the grid. He's one of the drivers we want to see putting the lap out there. So we wish him all the best of luck in the race. Yeah, it's good to see Kimson right there. I will jump to about Alves. We are seeing Alves now driving on the track. Alves is one of the drivers who we have to keep an eye on. Lincoln Alves is racing for Quantum GP. He is also coming from a very well-known sport called IndyCar, coming here to revive his career, coming here to show what he could do here after his spell at IndyCar. What do you think? What are you expecting from Alves, John Scott? Well, it's gonna you know a miss in touch, because we don't really know what Alves can do here. Here is there from IndyCar. The regulations are different from IndyCar, so he has to bring up something at the moment. Yeah, I'm sorry to interrupt you, John Scott, but it looks like Kim is on his out lap. Kim is on his flying lap, and he is flying down that track. As it seems, this is our first qualifying ever in this competition, and I hope you guys actually really enjoy it from the comfort of your homes. Now there is we are joined on board with Alves, who's going down that track, who's trying to put in the numbers. What do you think Alves is going to finish? He's the most experienced driver on the grid, again coming from IndyCar, the one who is most similar to this race. Do you think Alves will be able to put the car up there in pole? He's still driving the race. Oh, sorry for interrupting you. There is a driver who is on top of the grid. It's Santos. Yeah, Santos is up there. Santos is up in the grid. With 1.08 seconds. That is crazy. And Kimson just behind him. Kimson just behind him with a 0.59 seconds gap. That is 0.5 of a seconds behind him. Oh, and Santos just dropped to second place in Musk with a 1.08 second. Yeah, this is heritage. This is race building, and seeing both of them driving. See Musk put himself up there. You know where Musk is from, the South African driver, who is coming here to show. Oh, sorry for disturbing you. We have a new leader. Well, I thought we had a new leader, but now we have another new leader. Well, Wilson was leading the grid before, but now it's Nario who is leading the grid. This is crazy. Right, Nario is now leading Wilson with 15th tenth of a second. This is shaping out to be a very, very interesting quali we are having in our first ever season. It's really interesting to see them battle it out. It's really interesting to see them go out there on the track, and we can see Silva Silva is flying down that track. Silva is trying to get that time for Phoenix GP. The Italian who is trying to push out there. And then there's Alves. Alves is a P6. He's still trying to push the car. Alves is still trying to get a lap in. But unfortunately, Alves is doing a lot already, but there are a lot of cars faster than him at the moment. Wilson is faster than him. I think Wilson wants to go another lap just to get past Nario. So I think that Wilson is going to try his best to get that over the line. And as you can hear, it's kind of raining where we are, but it's okay. The show must go on. There is Nario. Nario is going back into the pits. Nario, from Faber Nario, is a Nigerian, and the team is racing for, it's funny enough, a Nigerian team. Vortex Racing. We would love to see Vortex Racing in the Nigerian team. Funny enough, there are actually 2 African teams in this competition. In the Nigerian team called Vortex Racing, and the South African team called Obsidian Racing. We're just going to see how it pans out at this stage of the competition. Now we're seeing Santos again on an outlap. Santos in P4. He's going to try his best to get himself back up there into the pole position, leading to our first race of the season in Australia. Here goes Santos. What do you have to say about Santos, John Scott? Well, Santos is he's trying his best, really. Him on the outlap. Yeah, Jolesta is running up already with a 0.070%. Sorry, 0.0. Yeah, percent, right? Percent. Now it's. I was just thinking of something else, but it's 0.07 seconds behind Musk, who is also out on an outlap. We would like to see Santos actually break into that position, be in pole position. It's going to be fun to watch. Yeah, and we are with the Australian, I think, the New Zealander. Yeah, well, with the New Zealander in his vehicle. He is trying to get a time on the board, so we are with him as he's trying to get a time on the board. Manitol, Alex Manitol is trying to, for Tempest Motorsports. Will he be able to get the time in? Will he be able to put some time on the board, Manitol? He is closer and closer to the line, and here he comes. Does he put in the line? And, well, he improves, but just only to 20th. What do you think? What do you think about that, Scott? I mean, he needs to do more. He's racing for an Australian team. This is the team's home race. So he's racing for Tempest Racing. Tempest Racing, this is the home race. So he needs to put more into that. He needs to push more into that. Now we're on board with Tokonashi, as Tokonashi, the Japanese driver, is trying to put in a lap out there. I think, is he the only one trying to put in a lap at the moment? Yeah, he is. He's the only one starting up. Wait, no, we have Williams. What will Williams do? Williams is about to cross the line. What does Williams do? And Williams does not improve his time. We were looking at Tokonashi, but we got distracted by Williams. Williams did not improve his time. Nario now is about to start his own flying lap. We would like to see if Nario will be able to improve his time. Nario is trying to push that car to the limits in this Australian track. We don't know what these cars are really capable of. This is the first time seeing these cars in this competition. And here is there's Nario pushing that his Vortex car to the limits. Right, there's some cars in front of him, there's some traffic in front of him, but he's just going to find his way. He's just going to find a way across them. He just passed all the drivers now. He's behind another. We can't really know them at the moment, but soon we'll be able to tell their names. But Nario right now is going forward, is pushing forward. What will he do now with his time? Nario crosses the line, and still no improvement from Nario. Ryan Williams couldn't find the improvement. Nario is trying to increase the time he has, increase the gap he has to Williams. Williams on the other hand is trying to catch up, but with the points we forgot about Tokonashi, who is in P3 at the moment with a 0.023 seconds behind Williams. He's still not far off. He could still make it into pole position, so let's keep an eye on Tokonashi too, because he's one of the drivers I actually see who could do something in this race. Yeah, and yeah, we have with Muller. He's in the pits now. Muller is in P9. He's doing decent. He's doing okay. And there's Manitol again, and then there's Yamakoren, who is starting his lap. Yeah, Yamakoren, who is racing. Yamakoren, who is racing for Monarch GP, the British team. The British team is actually, well, they just started, so we can see if they're doing well or not. But with what we are seeing right now is just the first qualifying. They still have a lot to be done. One of the drivers in Yamakoren is sitting 22. Well, McQueen, the second driver, is sitting in 10th with a very good time. I think he would be safe in 10th. But there's Janet in front of him, and there's Janet behind him, there's Fernandez behind him. Two good drivers. We know that they will be able to do something. But we are still on Yamakoren. Yamakoren is still flying down the lap. Well, sorry, but we are switched to Santos because Santos now is on a flying lap. Yeah, we are switching to Santos. Santos had a few traffic there with his own teammate. His own teammate almost got into his way, but he was able to avoid his teammate, David Smith. That was so close from Santos hitting Smith there. That was so close. But here he is now flying down that straight. He is trying to get that time in. He is trying to get at least the top 4. Santos is pretty fast there. Like, Santos is really putting on the energy, he's putting on the work. And here goes Santos. We're just watching him now. Oh, fastest sector. Sector 2. He's flying down that track. He's pushing that car to the limit. Will he be able to do it though? Will he be able to beat the time? Will he be able to climb up above Williams, above Nario? He's about to cross the line. He's getting closer. It's Nario, and still no improvement. Okay, there was still no improvement yet from Santos. Santos couldn't improve, but now we're back to Williams. There is Williams flying down that track again. Williams is getting close to the finish line. What will Williams do? Okay, wait. Oh no, Williams is not past the finish also. And now we are on to Williams now, as Williams is taking the track with so much aggression, with so much power. We've switched briefly to Musk because I think Musk is actually also doing a very good lap. Musk is flying down the laps. Will he take that turn well? He did. He took the turn well. Now he's going down that straight. What can Musk do? And the time is up for quali. Nario is still in the lead. Nario might start from pole. Takanashi in third. Williams is still flying down the track. We don't know where Williams is going to finish. Musk is still flying down. Musk is in fourth now. Musk also does not put the time. Williams is in P1. Williams is in pole. Williams passed the line on the last stage, on the brink of the section ending. Williams is our pole sitter. He is going to be the grid leader with a 0.001 second ahead of Nario, taking it by the last breath, taking it by the brick of his teeth. He is going to be our pole sitter in his home race because William is Australian, and in his first race, in the first race of our competition, he is going to be pole. That is crazy. That is crazy from Williams. He able to take that pole position right at the end, just as qualifying is over. He was able to take it with the most tiniest of margins. With the most tiniest of margins, he was able to take that position away from. He was able to take that position away from Nario, which is so impressive. So very impressive. We thought he's not going to find time. We thought he wasn't going to do it, but here he did. He found time. And in the first race of the season, in his home race, in his hometown, Williams have finally taken pole in this first quali session we have today. Yeah, it is very extraordinary to see what we just witnessed. That was drama at its finest. We didn't expect Williams to take pole at that position, but here we are now. Nario too, a strong driver, finished second. Tokanashi, another strong driver, finishing third. We were going to see fireworks. We're going to see fireworks. We're going to see fireworks in our next when the race comes by. But for now, this is a very, very interesting quali. Williams is going to remember this day for a very, very long time. Indeed, he will, because Williams now is going to start at the front of the grid with just a small margin, but he is going to be our grid pole sitter. And here is the rest of your lineup for you. Williams in first, Nario in second place, who just missed by the slightest of margins. Tokanashi in third, Musk in fourth, who couldn't improve, Silva in fifth after improving a bit, Alves in sixth, Santos in seventh after being dropped down by Johnson, and Rametti in ninth, Muller, McQueen, Janetti, Fernandez, Huang and Verts finishing the 15th. Kimson, Smith, Chandra, Patel, Manitol and Tobias are going to finish our last bottom. Yeah, what a race we had today. What a very, very good quali we had today. But we are going to call it an end of today's qualification section. We will see you tomorrow for the main race. But hopefully you all get the excitement we just got today. Hopefully you go home and this sits with you with how Williams took pole with just a small margin. See you all in the race tomorrow.